Investigators suspect gas.
News Tracker shows us and takes us to 109th in Wisconsin. That's where we find Silvia Acevedo, who begins our team coverage.
Well, authorities have opened up this street alongside the house, and I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the devastation. In the foreground, where all the debris is, that is where the house once stood. In the background, you can see the neighboring house. That is considered a loss or a near total loss. Neighbors have now come to terms with the fact that they have lost a woman here in this explosion, but they do not yet know what caused it. Investigators remain on the scene trying to figure out what caused this house to blast apart. The smoke is gone now, but the scene is just as horrible. A house blown apart.
Didn't quite expect to see all this.
The home exploded just after 11 in the morning. 7 hours later, authorities found what they feared. They've now removed the body of an elderly woman.
She was located in the basement, but that's because the house collapsed into the basement. From all appearances, it looks like she was probably in the kitchen at the time.
Neighbors are now getting their first close-up look at the blast, and it is shocking. Debris is everywhere. And investigators are sifting through that debris, looking for the water heater and any appliances that might yield clues.
So there's some other pieces of equipment that we need to take a look at before we make any kind of a final determination.
Neighbors will be anxious for it. The explosion was heard and felt for blocks. But for those closest, the moment was pure terror.
Just like big, huge boom, the whole house just shook, like earthquake kind of feeling. And then I looked outside and all our windows blew in the whole house. And then the house next to us was all on fire, and then we didn't really know what happened.
And now people are starting to get a grip on what happened here. People who lived in the closest houses, the houses that had the most damage, we understand they have found lodgings for the night. The fire department has left the scene, but investigators remain on the scene. They will have to dig through tons of debris in order to find the clues that they need to determine what caused this explosion. Reporting live from Wauwatosa, I'm Silvia Acevedo, today's TMJ4.
Silvia, what are neighbors saying about the elderly woman? Did she live there alone?
They're saying that she lived with her son, and in fact, a person that we believe to be her son came into the area, and he was very noticeably upset. We do know the name that the neighbors are giving us. However, the name has not been officially released by the authorities.
All right, Silvia, thanks. And people heard and felt the blast for blocks. Our Tom